Episode of This Is Our Life. Oops. So, we both just had a great chat with a great friend that's also an activist, and in our area. I'm not mentioning names or anything like that, so what I want to say is, we're not the only people. My wife and I can't see her right now because she's too beautiful. She's right there, but she's too beautiful. And if I showed her, then that's all you would look at, would just be her. You wouldn't even pay attention to what I'm saying. So I'm not going to show you her. But it turns out we aren't the only people that have had difficulty up here. And people uproot their lives and move here to New Cary, and sometimes I wonder for what. There's a variety of activism. When I recently got pulled over by the town police chief. And then, I think it was yesterday, I went to walk to the post office, and the police car passed me. Well, I said, you know what, I'm going to walk on the trail instead, so I turned around, and here he comes back by me again. I don't know who that was. It was the cop using the car, not the SUV, and I didn't look inside, but, I decided I was going to go to the post office by taking the trail, and I did the same thing today. And this cop yesterday, he comes back by and he pulls and parks in the school parking lot, and when I come back, he's still there. I didn't look to see if he was still in his car or not, but I'm sure he was. Like, what's up with that? And but when I got pulled over by the police chief, I called Cop Block, and I want to say thank you to Cop Block. I want to say thank you to Ademo. Ademo is the one that called. He returned he called me back, and he talked me through. I said I wasn't going to mention names. I'm mentioning Ademo because thank you. I'm just saying a thank you to him. He called me back, and we talked, and he told me about his experiences doing activism and things like that. And if it would not have been for talking to him, we probably wouldn't have a car right now. So I'm saying thank you. The thing is, more people need to do this kind of thing. A lot of people get up here and they're by themselves, they're alone. And you get this, well, you're an individual, we're all individuals. True, but when people talk about we want to form a community up here, that means people need to stick by each other, help each other out. And because of a particular individual, my wife and I wound up homeless, and then I thought we were going to have to give Lucky up for adoption, and I got mad, and I had every right to be, after all that we both went through. Moving up here, we both had a loss at about a week apart in the same year, and then we uproot our lives and we move here. She moved here because of me. She wouldn't have moved here on her own. And where are the friends? Where are the supporters? And yeah, I shouldn't have said some of the things I said on, I don't remember that phone line I called.
Whatever what used to be the CAC, the 411.
Keen 411?
Keen 411.
Yeah, and I apologized for that more than once, and you can see my videos where I've apologized about that. But we did have, and I had, every right to be upset. this guy said things about us that weren't true, and you know, there were other people involved, and
who didn't tell the truth about this guy and let us know what kind of person he was.
Yeah, people didn't tell us ahead of time. It turns out people knew what kind of guy he was. And then even after the fact, it's like no help. One person said, well, I had, where so-and-so is staying, maybe there's a place over there, I don't know. Thanks a lot. You know, and now we talked to a friend of ours who's been experiencing similar things, and it's like, you know, if you really believe in forming a community and a support network, then let's do it, people. I mean, I'm not seeing much of it. Now, within cliques, there are cliques of people up here. To say a clique of people is that redundant. There are cliques, and within the cliques, sometimes they help each other out, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you get burned.
And unfortunately, you can wind up in a clique because of where you do or do not live at in the activist community.
Yeah.
If you dare to live outside of Keene, it's almost like you're not an activist, which should be irrelevant because you don't live in a major city or town.
And you know, that's like she was saying, that's not right. There are a lot of reasons people don't live in, say, Keene or Manch or Concord or wherever, Nashua. You know, I'm willing to do activism here in my town, but I'm not willing to do it alone at this point. What's going to happen if I do some sort of minor activism and I get arrested for some nonsense? Is anybody going to be there? You know, I doubt anybody would be there for us. Who's going to take care of my wife while I'm locked up? You know, there needs to be, something needs to be done. And, you know, I think it's time people start speaking out, and I think it's important that people in the Free State Project, the organization itself, not the movement, say something about, you know, sticking together, sticking up for people, not gossiping about people. I don't know. I mean,
if you don't have guts enough to say something, to talk to the person and say it to their face, keep your mouth shut. If you don't like it, too damn bad, I don't care. You don't like that attitude, tough shit.
So, I think we both said what we need to say. I didn't really want to make this video, but it needs to be made. Maybe it could be made a little clearer, I don't know, but bye.